Hey y'all, it's Diana again. The hot topic for tonight is, what sex am I? Good question. And we all know it's not exactly what is between our legs, and it's not exactly always what we were born with. And the new age says it's what's between our ears, what gender we are. But that is a topic that is debated back and forth amongst people all over the world. They debate that issue, what sex people like us are. So, what do you think? What do you think a trans person is? Do you think they have to have surgery to be female, or what? Most of you maybe don't know, especially the younger people, is that legally, the medical field always said as long as someone had testicles, they were male. They were medically male. Now, because of all this gender equality stuff, now it's debated. Now people can get their sex markers changed on their legal documents and still have testicles. But in my day, you couldn't do that. They even had some sex change surgeries that people kept their testicles, but they couldn't change the sex marker on their birth certificate as long as they had testicles, because that's what made people medically male. So, what would you say someone was that still has their testicles and their penis? What would you say? Of course, we all have our opinions. You know, even I have my opinion, but I think everybody has the right to be happy and live the life they feel they should live. I personally hated what I was born with. It offended me from as early as I can remember. I felt embarrassed to have it. I felt embarrassed to use the bathroom in the boys' room. Even as a small child, I hated it. I hated going into a movie theater and having to go into the boys' bathroom. Oh gosh, it scared me to death. And I always sat down to pee, always. From the time I was a child, I never stood up because I thought that's what boys do. I'm not a boy. So I knew I had to do something. And if, for whatever reason, I could have not had a complete sex change, which now they call it gender confirmation surgery. They take the sex completely out of it. If I could not have had that, I would have had a black market doctor to remove it, and I would have lived the life of a woman, but I would have been technically a eunuch. But that's what I would have done, because I could not live happily with it between my legs. It was not so much actually the vagina and all that, as much it was the penis offended me. I knew I wasn't supposed to have it. I was not supposed to be a boy. So, now, what sex do you think I am? That's still probably up for debate. Because a lot of you will say, well, it's what's between your ears. And yeah, that's what's between my ears tells me that I should have never had a penis, that I should have been a girl all my life. But there's people out there now that say that they're girls and have penises and testicles and never plan to get rid of them. Many use them, and they're still considered women. And like I said before, all power to everybody. Live the life that makes you happy. But you're not the same kind of woman I am. And that's not saying I'm better or worse. I'm saying I'm me, and you're you, and we can get along, but that doesn't mean I'm the same. So don't say that you are. You know, this is the way I was born. This was with my condition that I know because of the hormones my mother was taking. That really messed me up physically and mentally in regards to this. I would have loved to have been able to have been normal, and I tried. I tried my best. Now, whenever my parents would catch me in the act and purge and burn all my stuff, and I would promise to give it a try, and I would. I honestly tried on a number of occasions to be a normal male. I gave it my best shot. I dated girls. I tried to do everything like a boy did. And it just wasn't who I was. I could not do it. And, I mean, I could date a girl. I could hold her hand. I could even kiss her. But when I thought, could I ever do anything else? And this was even when I was like 17. I dated a girl. I thought, well, can I ever actually have sex with someone? No. You know, I was never able to have sex, even gay sex, with what I was born with. I couldn't have, I mean, not that I didn't have sex with boys before I had surgery. I mean, of course, you know, we'll get into this later of how I made money for my surgery. But I did not use what I had between my legs. And the people... Sorry, my video popped off. I don't know what happened to it. But I was talking about the fact that I had never had sex using the male organ that I was born with. It was, to me, unusual. I used it to go to the bathroom. That was it. Even people that I dated that knew that I had it never mentioned it, never touched it. It was totally non-existent. They had respect for the fact that I was female. So, that's just the way I was. And so I'm not saying it's better or worse. I'm just saying that's how I am. So you tell me, what sex am I? So, I know that I had it better than a lot of women. A lot of natural-born women didn't have a lot of opportunities I had. Even though I'm old now and I'm divorced, and a lot of things that I say, you know, I hate about my life, but that's, most everybody hates a lot of things about their life because your life don't ever turn out the way you really expected it. But I'm happy and content with me. I'm happy and content with what I have. And God gave me this. I just had it reconstructed a little bit. But I'm not saying for anybody to go out and have a sex change to try to be like me. No. If you can use what you have, or you're content just leaving it there and not using it, that's up to you. Because it is a really serious surgery. And I hate seeing all these videos of these girls that have made that decision and turn around and say they're unhappy with the decision. They wish they'd never done it. Or they say that the community drugged them into it and that nobody can be happy after surgery. Well, that's a lie. That's a lie. You only should get it if that's what you need. You should absolutely hate what you have or leave it. If you use it, then don't lose it. That's crazy. That's crazy to even think that. So the actual amount of people who should have this surgery is very low. Is very, very low. The ones that I have known that should have had it and had it have been extremely happy. But I have known a couple of girls who were following the leader and they were unhappy afterwards. But nobody told them to do anything. They thought they wanted to be like everybody else. So if it's not something that you have sought after all your life, don't even think about it. Not if you want to be happy. No, it's not just the next step in becoming a woman. It's just the only step if that's what you really need in your life. So, all right, girls, please, don't hate me for what I've said. Just say, this is who I am. And if you've not subscribed to me and you don't hate me by now, subscribe to me. Click on my like button, but if you like it, but don't click on the unlike button, because that upsets me. And if that's your reasoning for doing it, then you've succeeded. But hit the little bell whenever you subscribe to me so that you can get a message every time I put up another video, because I'm going to put them up. This is my therapy. This is what I'm doing during this coronavirus. I'm putting my life out there. I'm spilling my guts. So, all right, y'all. Bye. See you later. And you will see me later.